Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ECU ES Riot Rumble. It's me, Whisper, or McChickens, I guess, whatever the hell you want. And I'm back, not with Beethoven. He's here in the background, existing. But I'm actually here with PrelawGerm, who played in the last game as the Amumu. How are you doing, my dude? It's our first time.
Pretty good. It's our first time casting together.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. You always cast with Jake, my arch enemy, so...
I've just been casting around, you know.
Yeah, well, it's fine. We have horrible organization in this club, so I don't even know who half of the people on my team are, to be honest.
It's whoever's online can cast for that night.
Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, congrats on your last game, and now you get to watch the team you just smashed fight another game when probably tilted by you. Well, you never know.
Hopefully they're not until. We have seen that they have banned out Zed, because Fruitcake was doing a lot of work.
Yeah, I saw in the chat, Adjacent was in the Twitch chat, so he was watching, seeing what was going on. Trying to perhaps devise a little bit of strategy for this game. And they do have a slightly better chance than normal, not to flame our boy Jake, but he's not Platinum, and Garen player over here is in fact Platinum, so he's subbing in for Jake. We thought Coldplay's, we thought they were on a little bit of the weaker side, and we thought it was okay to give them a Platinum substitute player, so hit them up with Benji and see how they do.
All right. Let's see how that just affects the general game state then. We are seeing, I believe, Fruitcake's picking Xin Zhao for Pale here.
Yeah, Pale back on his classic Xin Zhao pick. I tried to get him to play that in ranked the other night, and he said, no, I'm going to be forced to play it tomorrow, so...
And here it is!
And, I'm actually surprised he hasn't been picking some other stuff I've seen him picking in, like, norms and practicing, but no leaks. But yeah, he does his Xin Zhao again, so...
Oh, there goes the Aatrox ban. They really don't want to fight that again.
Yeah, and they're banning that still, not for mid, obviously, but for Adjacent in the top lane. It is a reasonably strong champ. After the rebalance and then the hotfix buff, I'm not sure how strong it is.
He's definitely found his place back. He was always, like, he either killed you in one combo that was undodgeable, or he did a full combo and you were still half health. He's in a very good spot right now. Good sustained damage. He's basically a drain tank. He's like a melee Vlad at this point.
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly how good he is because Incursio was Challenger playing it, so watching a Challenger play it against other lower elos is not as efficient, I guess, of a way of gauging how strong it is in this tournament, but it seems fairly reasonable.
Not to flame the other teams, Incursio did say he enjoyed that mid fight. One of his favorite mids, or something similar to that. One of his favorite mid matchups, anyway, into Fruitcake.
Yeah, I think that was a matchup that sided well for him, and he even got camped, so... But they can't employ that same strategy here, because the mid lane is a much different matchup, and, I mean, we do give the edge to Fruitcake quite heavily in this. Mick is a gold player, Fruitcake is a high diamond player, so just off statistics, I think we give it Fruitcake the advantage.
We haven't seen what they're going to pick for Fruitcake yet, though. Yeah, so that might change. If he's playing like a control mage or something, could definitely swing.
Oh, it's Benji.
Oh, here comes the Nico.
Benji's Cogmore and Fruitcake's Nico. That's very interesting, actually.
Okay, so we see Zubanon back on Amumu. He's been playing a lot of that. What else do we have? Jason on Na actually receiving a very good buff recently, allowing him to ult twice in his rage mode now.
Wait, really? Wait, that's the only part of the patch notes I missed. What?
They reduced his ult cooldown, and it's short enough that you can now ult twice in rage.
I literally have read all the patch notes just to make sure I was like prepared, and I must have somehow missed that.
I think it was 9. Is it 9.9? I'll have a quick check for you.
Surely that's not out yet. Wait,
No, 9.9 is out. That was the Aatrox rebound.
Yike. But yeah, that's I mean, hey, that's interesting whether or not it's on this patch. No, it's still a good champ, so...
Oh, it is 9.8, actually.
Yeah, a lot of champs I didn't expect to see here. I didn't expect a Nami from J Dizzle, and did not expect Nico from Fruitcake, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Well, as I was saying, Narcle down to 30 seconds at max rank.
Okay, so with CDR, yeah, you would have the power to do that. Okay, well, that's great. Well, anyway, ladies and gents, we got a couple of minutes of spectator delay downtime here, so we'll be back with you in 3 to 5. Catch you then. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ECU eSports Riot Rumble. It is me and my boy PrelawGerm casting Cold Plays versus Rum Filled Crusaders as they found out. How you doing, my dude?
I'm very good. Immediately we're going to see some action here from a Rum Filled.
This is the Rum Filled classic invade. We that's why we waited for them in that bush and screwed them over when we played against them.
Oh, we got a bit of track.
Wait, they know what's going on. They're insane. Are they invading each other? Wait.
Yeah, they're 5-man invading each other. This is insane.
This is my favorite thing. They're gonna point, surely. What is going on?
What are they giving up?
I think they figured out.
No,
what's
they're
happening.
going for it.
Wait, but Shen is backing here, so if a fight breaks out, Rum might actually be screwed.
I think they're gonna back out as soon as they catch some vision of them. No, that. Oh,
Mick
a bit of
almost
shift.
walks into trouble. We see some pings coming out from both teams. They're looking. They don't know where the other team is at. Mick is going to be just fine there. Walks close to the wall, so he's out. And here comes Rum. They've waited. They've actually smartly waited long enough. Oh, and there it is. Lord Furion in trouble. A snare comes out. They do
that's
pick
the
up
flash
the
on Furion. So that's a flash down on Cold Plays.
Yeah, they get the red buff too, so really good start. And okay, Cutie gonna get heading up. She has to go in deep. She's gonna actually survive. Garen player gets a kill. First blood to Garen player, and he's got red buff. That is disastrous.
This is not looking good. Even though he's half health, that red buff's gonna bring him up. His harass is so much better. His last hitting's better.
Yeah,
he's just playing a better Cogmore now.
That was a awful mistake from Pale Marcher to flash under that tower, and it may have cost his team a lot of significant early advantage. Nice chunk from Mick too.
I definitely feel like he felt he was safe at that point, even though he wasn't under tower. After he got out, the Morgana bind was perfect. You couldn't hope for anything more. And
the fact that she lived there, like, her dying wouldn't have been so bad, because the ADC still would have gotten a kill in red buff. But, like, she lives and her ADC gets red. Like, and first blood, that's really, really good for them.
Pale rather behind at this point.
Yeah, he should theoretically be ahead. They got the invade, they got the flash, but he burnt his own flash and then died as well. So Furion, who managed to survive the invade, is now ahead in CS in the jungle. So it's really rough.
Pretty standard lane conditions here. We're seeing the Lucian Nami, of course, push in. We got Nico pushing in with all that AoE.
Yeah, and I mean, I expected
Mick nearly going down to the Nico Q.
Yeah, and could flash ignite him any second now if he's not careful. So
he's looking for it. Okay. He wants it. Oh no, he's gonna throw out the little bind to test the waters.
Mick does have barrier, so Fruitcake probably won't risk a tower dive ignite there, but Garen play here still keeping up in CS despite like OKQD. The reason they were losing lane there, even though they got the kill, was obviously because they can't just go back and buy instantly, and OKQD was very, very low after that dive, so they had to lose some pressure.
Yeah,
especially against Lucian, but
even now she's only about half health, which definitely is in the radicals for Rum Filled bot lane here.
Yeah, if they land a nice bit of CC, they could really pop that Morgana, but she's got a shield now, so those bubbles are not going to be anywhere near as painful.
We definitely saw that a bit earlier, the bubbles into Lucian combo. Here it comes again.
Oh, and Garen player wasn't the one who got the shield, so he takes a lot of damage.
Flash, he did lose Fash, but that's better than losing a kill there.
And another charm lands from Mick, but he's getting go. Here is Lord... Get it, finds it onto the clone, actually. Fruitcake picking up a solo kill onto Mick, 2v1, and Pale March is here too. They might look to go for it. Lord Furion backs out. Lord Furion was there at the right time, but the wrong target finds the Nico clone with the bandage toss. Very, very unlucky.
too. Build path's looking rather normal. Support item is up on Morgana. We've gone first item Berserker Greaves on the Cogmore. I don't know Cogmore builds too well, so I don't know if that's meta.
He just mostly tries to avoid this Nami CC. I think he doesn't want to rely on the Morgan. He just wants to farm up. He got that early first blood, so if he just wants to play it safe.
Cogmore's definitely going to outscale Lucian here.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's looking to do, is just outscale, and then in team fights he wants that Morgana shield, and then just to run in. And Adjacent World actually, being against a melee matchup, you thought he would take Na's most powerful rune, but he actually took Electrocute, so I don't know if that was a mistake. But, I mean, it's kind of working out anyway.
We might see some variation in the build, actually, because if we see some more AD items, that could be the reason he took Electrocute. If not, it's probably just misclick, or from Adjacent wanted to take Grasp. Oh, Ultimate Hunter. Surely... Ultimate Hunter. Surely you could just take Domination Secondary, though.
Yeah, I would just take Domination Secondary, because Grasp would be insanely good against Shen, but either way, he is kind of stomping his lane out here, so...
It is a ranged matchup into a melee. It's gonna end up that way, even if you take the wrong runes.
Yeah, and Adjacent is the... Like, not flaming my boy Riftlord or anything, but Adjacent, obviously, Plat last season, Gold this season, Gold 1 right now. He's obviously the higher skill player, so...
But then again, Shen doesn't really need that much outplay. Yeah, he can sort of safe pick. He just needs to sit back, farm, and look for good ults, good taunts.
They've basically picked it so that he can protect Fruitcake with his ult and get some really cool taunt engages from that, and I think that's the right choice.
We might see a little bit of engagement between Pale and Furion.
Yeah, Pale gonna use his E, get the knock-up and the full W, finding a lot of damage. Furion will get the flash away. That charm is going God knows where. There's going to be a different game and a different tournament being played, and Mixed Charm will just burst out of the ether and fight somebody. And he's going to take a lot of damage too. Look at that.
Lots of damage. Rum on their first dragon.
Yeah, this is really good. That early Ocean is really, really strong, so...
Pale on that objective control again.
Morgana knows
so much.
They do know, and Lord Furion's coming. Lots of damage. Garen player just brings down J Dizzle almost instantly. Here comes Furion too. Oh, Pale Matcha does manage to get the smite. Leviathan is in there trying to kill Furion. Levi is low. Pale Matcha's ultimate brings it down. Levi has fallen, but here comes Fruitcake, finds the double stun, and that is lots of damage. It looks like OK Cutie will just escape, and Garen player's passive finds the Pale Matcha. Well, that is going in the favor of Rum because they do get the dragon, but the gold goes in favor of Coldplace.
We did lose who flashes there? Equal flashes, I believe. We lost OK Cuties and we lost Pale's flash there. Yeah, Pale flashing and then dying, in fact.
Yeah, that was a... I mean, hey, it worked out, happens. I guess. As long as he smites the dragon there, I can't flame him too hard. Like,
he got
it. Dragon was really, really important. The gold value from, it's unseen gold value of a statistic. And that regen value is very, very good. It's going to help Rift Lord stay a little bit healthier up here because he's constantly getting traded onto, so it's really important for him. And will help sort of stack with his Doran's shield. But, yeah, Coldplace, they can't be too unhappy,
I mean, bot lane, that sustain's going to work really well with the Nami and against the Cogmore constant. And then just Fruitcake just gets to stay in lane for however long he likes.
Yeah, and I mean, good news for Garen player here. He actually picked up most of those kills. He's 3-1 now. He may have died, but he's very, very strong at the moment, and he's going to be really feeling the power he has.
All the kills pretty much concentrated in that bot lane right now. We've got 3 on the
kills down there
on Garen and 1 on OK Cutie. The CS actually not too bad between the two.
Taunt under the turret adjacent. Very scary.
We might see another altercation around mid.
It lands the charm onto the clone. Yet again, Fruitcake's clone picks up an important skill shot. Mick forced to back all the way around the rear of his turret.
Pale's looking for something. He's
Yeah,
asking for help, but they know he's there.
Yeah, looks like they know he's there. He's coming for the bot lane here, but Garen player will surely call this and back off. They do try and find Pale.
Will Lord Furion come for the assist, though? No, Pale's just going to back off.
He's not going to be able to find anything down there. Garen player has his full boot. Nice charm from Mick, actually. Gets a nice little trade. And a turret shot. Oh, but eats. Look at that return damage. No effort required from Nico.
This equalizes the lane pressure.
He gets a great little trade, and then just a single snare lands, and it's all over. Like, that's.
And we're going to be seeing that for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also from bot lane, because OK Cutie is there with that Morgana. That 3-second snare once it's maxed is pretty disgusting.
Oh, we got a lot of question mark pings on Lucian sending his ult in the wrong direction.
Oh, that is a Levi right there. That's a Levi moment.
He just sent it backwards. It wasn't even a fight going on.
Pale Marcher and
two Pale Marcher.
The two marchers of the Pale coming in on Mick. Mick will be able to find an easy charm, and he's dashing away. Pale Marcher's got that summon. Here comes the stun. Lord Furion in big trouble. Isn't even able to cast his ultimate ability. He's taunted for so long.
The kill going on to Endless there. I don't know how well that really works for the team. I feel like they definitely wanted that to go into Fruitcake a lot more. But
yeah, I mean, it's still totally fine for it to go onto anyone. Definitely would have been more effective on Fruitcake, but Riftlord could do with a bit of reprieve top. He's managed to not die top, so all he really needs is a bit of gold to keep him going. Once he gets his first item, he'll be pretty strong. So
cheeky little interaction up top. We had Endless just backing and stops his back, thinking Adjacent knows where he is. Walks past him and then he just throws the boomerang to stop the second back.
Oh, that's a lot of damage in bot. But I mean, if we look at the gold here, how it's almost even at this point, other than the gold value of Ocean, I think giving it's a complete evening to Rum. Most of that is just coming from the fact that look at mid lane and then look at those turret plates that Fruitcake has got. And a charm actually lands, stopping his back and making him take a solid amount of damage.
Fruitcake wanting to get that damage back there.
Yeah, as much as I understand that the CC in mid is a problem for Mick, the fact that he has built Mercs is really, really bad, because the magic pen is so important for Ahri's like non-true damage, and she only gets the true damage if she lands the second half of her Q, so he really, really wants the damage amp to be doing as much as possible from his charm, and without the magic
I feel like there was definitely some thought put behind this, though, because if you look at all the members of Rum, they all have a lot of CC. You get the taunt on Shen, you've got the knock up and the knock back on Pale. You have the root, you have the bubble and the.
As much as I agree, there are other items that do things like you can pick up a Banshees and stuff, and you're playing a champion with 3 dashes and a barrier spell. I feel like you should rely on your own ability to dodge and not waste items that stop you from. Like, the Sword Boot's damage boost is so insane. Like, people really underestimate how much of a boost in your damage 18 Magic Pen is. Oh, and that is not good. Red team does pick up the Drake and then almost finds a kill onto Mick, who actually goes back, and that's the Glacial Augment GLP. Almost kills Mick, that fantastic Lord Furion. It's a very weird stun. Finds the double stun with his ultimate. Garen player going to walk up. Mick going to pick up that kill, actually. Fruitcake now running for his life, and a big stun coming out in top lane as well. Leviathan is here, gets CC'd up Fruitcake. Lord Furion finds an out by killing Fruitcake. And now Garen player running onto Leviathan, trying to get his support to come in. He's trying to weave between it. Garen player playing fantastically there. Does manage to survive. Okay, Cutie flashes out. That was a clusterfuck, mind my language. Fight right
Levi
there.
just wanted that ult to hit. He burned Flash. He just wanted at least one of those bolts to hit something.
Yeah, he's not having great ultis this game. Garen player was stuck between a rock and a hard place and still played very, very well there to kite between all that damage and dodge quite a lot of it. So
we definitely had a switching of positions. First we had Rum Filled out of position with Pale and Fruitcake, but then it just switched into Garen player being out of position. And I believe that was favored towards court plays?
Yeah, they did also get the Drake beforehand, so like...
Oh, yeah. No, Rum
Getting
got
that
the
earlier
trade.
is... Oh, sorry,
Rum got
I
the
meant...
trade.
Sorry, I totally brain farted on which team you were talking about there. Yeah, I mean, the gold is still in favor of Coldplays, but they do have another Drake, and a Drake that is fantastic for a team with champs like Xin Zhao and Shen, so... Rum Filled are looking
I did
to have
feel
a strong
all those
lead.
kills going on Cold War is going to affect something.
Mick almost gets solo killed.
What a very active mid lane we have here.
Yeah, very active game in general. I mean, it's not like the whole game we've had, but there's been a lot of fighting and a lot of trading.
Nick looking to redeem himself, maybe?
Yeah,
I mean, not Mick, Fruitcake.
Himself,
Fruitcake looking for to get his honor back.
Yeah, and he's actually just running under the turret here. The turret goes down, that is first tower, and Mick is so low, trying to bait him back into his jungler, and doesn't quite find that charm. He's going to try and bait
Furion's here.
Ooh, Furion misses the bandage toss. Pale Marcher going to run straight into Adjacent, and this is a fight going in the favor of Adjacent World right now. Pale Marcher gets the flash out, but here comes Shen, the ultimate onto Pale Marcher. The taunt and a nice kill over. Pale Marcher picks that up onto Lord Furion. Adjacent has his transformation ready, but doesn't really have anyone to back him up. Nick is too low and doesn't do enough damage yet. Oh, and actually,
there goes the flash on Adjacent. You really
Adjacent.
didn't want to see that.
Adjacent misplays there, actually, and is forced to flash over the wall.
Looking at just the state of
Comes Fruitcake, big taunt, tower dive, Pale Marcher picks up the
We've got a
kill.
bit of a fight down bot lane. Just a small altercation.
Yeah, they used the
Wishing
Nami
dropping to
ultimate
half
to
of
get
the
out of that one, and but that was a fantastic dive top lane. Fruitcake just runs under the turret with his ultimate, manages to land that, and Adjacent had no way out. Pale Marcher comes in to help secure the kill. This is looking like a much better game for Rum, but they're still not secured in the winning position here. Like, their gold lead is not that
It's very
big.
much even here. Both teams are actually back to pretty much even net worth and even kills.
A little bit
a little bit.
of Rum, but
Rum definitely having two tower advantage and the dragon's advantage.
yeah, this could easily swap around if a good team fight comes out, because gold value matters a lot in team fights, and the gold is very, very, very close. And if they protect Garen player very like well in one of these team fights, it could work out. And both CC landing in the mid lane, but Fruitcake definitely having the advantage.
Mick saving his dash for the Nico ult.
A good play from Mick, manages to keep himself alive, doesn't have to burn his barrier, and in bot lane, Garen player and OKCutie will find an answer for that turret and start to equalize the gold again. Adjacent World looking to pick up some damage here, and will at least get a free control ward if nothing else. Gonna hand that over to Adjacent World.
Oh.
A lot of
Are they
posturing going
looking
on.
for dragon now? What?
There's a lot of posturing. They really want this.
Oh. It is Infernal, in fact.
Yeah, very
That
important
is
Drake.
big.
Hugely important Drake. They're gonna try and just straight up take it. They are melting it. It does go down to the Amumu though. And now a huge fight. Amumu ultimate. Big Gnar stun as well. Lots of damage coming out from both teams. I cannot tell who's winning. Garen player in big trouble if this stun lands. Fruitcake finds the stun. And that is going to be a one fight for Rum. The Infernal does go over to the opposite team. Enters Rift Lord. You're not allowed to back just yet. Huge fight. That was such a mess of skill shots and stuns all over the place. Great play stun out of Amumu. And then just suddenly the big Garen player, and it's all over.
Coldplay's had to stand in that pit, but the problem was Rum has Nico, Rum has Xin. They just have such good AoE ults that it becomes sure you have Gnar with his ult, but that can only get so much, and you have a Mumu's ult that can only get so much. Just compare that to the damage from Xin and Nico. They were going down. Thank God they got that dragon though. I didn't see perfect, but I think Amumu smited a tiny bit early, leaving the dragon on like 50 health.
Yeah, the dragon was very, very close to not being theirs, but it is good that they picked it up. If they lost the Drake and died like that, that would probably be like almost game right there.
Yeah, that would almost be GG, definitely.
But picking it up when they have a scaling AD carry that's very strong late, definitely really, really good. He's picking up a dual stat item as well. So
he is at the good old ADC 2 item power spike.
Hogmore 2 items with Gwynsus and Bork, really, really good. So
seeing the same spike with Kesa, Vayne, insert ADC here.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, I hand over this blue to Fruitcake too. Fruitcake has got this big like CC build going, so his damage will fall off with that build. Not entirely. Obviously, against an AD carry, that's still going to be a lot of damage, but against people like Furion and Adjacent, and probably even OKCutie later on if she gets some more defensive build stuff, his damage will start to mean a little bit less, but his CC will be quite a lot. So I think if OKCutie
been playing into that a lot too, like in a team fight, popping GLP, Wind Shadows, you're getting a lot of glacial procs, and it's just insane how much that does.
Yeah, I reckon if OKCutie had saved her bubble for that Nico ultimate onto Garen player, they would have been able to kill Fruitcake and not all die. They would have actually maybe even won the fight, because Garen player got stunned up and was unable to auto-attack for a very, very long period of time. So if
I feel like we're definitely going to see a switch here, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And here comes a nice stun, big bandage toss. The Nami ultimate will be the disengage, though, and Lord Furion is pretty stuck here. Gonna get brought down, not quite. He's actually alive. Leviathan almost comes down next. Garen player flashing out, will pick up the Pale Martyr. Adjacent World gets that kill. Mick now in a bit of trouble, but Endless Riftlord finds himself in the middle of nowhere, and the binding on the back line finds Fruitcake. 600 gold to OKCutie, and the chase is on. Adjacent, what are you doing, man? Very overzealous.
Popped like the bubble on top of him.
Absolutely. He is he's really feeling himself tonight. That was a sick fight, and I think he was like, let's fucking go!
and then he just saw the red circle around him, and he knew it was over.
Yeah, that is a Adge Rage emote in our Discord, boys. Let's go. That was
that fight actually looking to be Rum Filled at the start. Jason having to burn his ult to get away. Lord Fury nearly going down, but that just turned to like they saw low health.
Oh, look at Garen player's damage. Gets protected, gets the turret, gets the Levi, and they back up into their jungler. So no chase.
That's Cogmore's gonna start rolling now. He's got his 2 items. Is he gonna get out though?
Look at him! Look at him!
Ooh.
He's out! Oh, he's gone. That's so beautiful. Garen player is playing with fire. I know Benji very well, and that is some bullshit he would pull in my ranked games if we were playing together. I guarantee it. He's your boy, but good lord. I mean, they get another turret top, so the Cold players have really begun to find themselves an edge here. They've actually got turrets. They've got the important Infernal Drake. And the gold is fairly even, just a few hundred in the enemy's team. And Jason here going to get stunned up, going to get haunted up earlier, and that is a kill over to Fruitcake. Fairly easy.
What is that Drake spawning? That is Ocean.
Ocean coming along, and Pale Martyr actually may just get killed here. Endless Riftlord, though, and Leviathan will find Mick, and Mick doesn't have the power to get over the wall. He runs right into Fruitcake, who picks him up. And now Lord Furion is probably not going to risk a try to steal that, so Ocean over.
Ocean definitely not worth losing your jungler. Or losing
Mick goes over the wall and isn't able to find the kill. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's split building items, so he didn't actually have the Ludens he should have had there.
He saw the low health Xin, he went for it. Xin just pressed R and said, I don't want to take any of that damage.
Yeah, maybe if he had finished his Ludens earlier and not bought a Fiendish Codex, but... Oh, Bellamune, OKCutie. It's gone now, though, and she will find a lot of damage onto herself. That stopwatch isn't really going to do anything, as there she goes down.
Just dropping ult, just hoping something will happen.
Looks like they might actually want to go for Baron here. They've got double Ocean, so they're quite healthy, and they can go for
Are they?
They can pressure this. Fruitcake is pushing bot, so if they don't all die, then this is a good play.
Oh no, they're baiting it. They're making sure that...
The teamwork wards.
They're making sure that bush is definitely not warded.
Yeah, blue team is checking it, and then they're not sending anyone to stop Fruitcake. And Mick, now caught out, does find the charm, almost goes down, forced to burn his flash. That was
probably gonna grab Inhib if they don't get back anytime soon. Like,
yeah, OKQD.
I don't think OK can even stop this.
No, she can easily wave clear with this Morgana W, but she will be able to stop Fruitcake. He doesn't have enough minions to bring this one in, but he actually finds the kill. That's a really big mistake from OKQD. Fruitcake finds the kill, and now Rum are trying for the Baron, but Pale Marcher falls very low, and here comes Garen player. He is popping the hell off. Mick even finding a lot of damage onto Fruitcake, but Fruitcake will pick that up as well. And what a fantastic fight.
We're back in Season 5 with this Kog'Maw.
Yeah, Adjacent goes in, finds a lot of damage. Actually, May just died to the Baron, and Garen player just comes in and runs through the enemy team, and they pick up the Baron. I mean, great plays out of Fruitcake.
Mick did fall from Fruitcake there.
Yeah, great plays out of Fruitcake. He finds not one, but 2 solo kills and an inhibitor tower almost there. I think that tower actually will just live, but he finds 2 solo kills that he really shouldn't have been able to get, and almost takes the inhib tower, and he did get the outer turret just before it, so he did find a lot of stuff there, but his team wasn't able to secure the Baron. Garen player comes in, he gets those kills, and they all played that really well. Whole players now find themselves with the gold lead ever so slightly.
And I would like to say all that gold pretty much on the Kog'Maw means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they can start securing more objectives by like picking up more turrets here, which they should be able to do with this Baron buff, I think they're going to call for the 4-1 comp or the all 5 mid. And it looks like they're going to go with 4-1 for Adjacent to go bot, make sure nothing's going on down there. He can easily contest those side lanes while the rest of his team sieges mid.
Looks like Rift Lord is maybe going to come from the flank?
Yeah,
or is he just... No, he's just going to join his team.
Unless Coldplays gets really caught out, this is not... Oh, and for Pale Launcher forced to flash. Unless they get caught out, this is not a fight that they can afford to take because they have so much combat stats, but that's a massive stun. That's exactly what they need. OKQD, though, finds the ultimate. Garen player is alive. Double stun from OKQD's ultimate. He will go back in, but he's going to find a lot of damage. Lord Furian's massive ultimate. He picks up a double kill. Fruitcake is finally here, finds a kill, but it's too little too late as they pick up all of those kills. Levi forced to flash out. So low, the flash, the rock, doesn't find it. Coldplays are just too strong, and Fruitcake wasn't there for most of that fight. And he's all of Rum's damage right now.
Although he's building utility, he's gone straight for Ravadons.
Yeah, he
just sold Void.
So that's how he makes that build not fall off in the late game, because it's high AP on the first 2 items. Screw the rest of it being utility. I'm a build Magic 10, which is exactly what Mick should have been doing. That's why he's so strong. Pushing like that.
Is Mick going for Hourglass now?
He may be going for an Hourglass. It looks like he's got the components going for that. And I think that's probably the right choice to stop himself getting caught out by some of this CC. If his flash is up at least to instant flash after he comes out of it, then he's pretty safe. I think he should have picked up the Sork Boots and then just gone into Banshees later for protection, because he's not really doing any damage in these fights. He's just there to be he's another glorified... He's a glorified ranged minion and a charm caster is how he's has to play right now. But I mean, they are sort of there just to protect this Garen player. I mean, look at him. 4 items and boots. 200 CS.
I think that's a Guardian's Angel next, is it not?
And yeah, most likely he will be building into the Guardian's Angel to keep him alive more, because Garen player knows he can, if he can stay alive, he can carry these fights, he can kill everybody. And
I mean, Rageblade, Hurricane, Wit's End, he's going to be healing for so much health once he comes out of that Guardians, if he even gets to that point.
Yeah, like he is very, very strong, and he is definitely the enabled late game win condition, and that's what they need. They're going to probably try and contest this Air Drake. Fruitcake, though, if he's in the fight from the beginning, things might look a little bit different.
Something that I would like to say is we have what appears to be a double tank comp coming out from Coldplays, but only a single tank on...
And the blue team does pick it up. Mick, what are you doing? You're a bit stuck there, buddy. He's really out of position maybe here. Hail Matcha and Lee will bring him down. That was a bit of a troll from Mick, but his team does pick up the Drake.
As I was saying, Pale building Rageblade and not tank.
It's Xin Zhao being too tanky. I mean, I think he should have gone for a Sterix here, but he obviously can't go full tank, but definitely Sterix, I would agree with, is the right choice.
Because even with the Shen being full tank, he's not able to hold their what's the word I'm looking for? Attention, sorry. Shen isn't able to hold their attention after that stun, after that taunt. As soon as that taunt's up, they've just started focusing someone else.
Yeah, Fruitcake. Gonna find a little bit of poke, I guess. Doesn't really
just sort of dancing around each other, these teams.
Yeah, it's I mean, look, Rum found a great engage in mid earlier, so if they can do that again and Fruitcake is actually there, they will 100% win the fight, but the chances of them finding an engage of that quality again with the triple Nami bubble is pretty low. Like, it's unlikely.
Although it does appear that both teams are grouping 5 now rather than going 4-1. I say that. Fruitcake's down in bot again, just sort of sitting there.
Yeah, they'll spit 4-1. They could realistically go for a 1-3-1 Rum Filled, but they don't want to, and I can see why. It's got most of this team, Mick, now running forward, but Fruitcake actually... Mick does manage to get a flash for flash, and considering that Fruitcake is, the most damaging member on his team, trading your flash as a 1-5 Ari for the flash of is Garen player, doesn't quite find the enemy there, but is managing to pick up Fruitcake.
Isn't enough to take down Garen player.
And look at his healing from Wit's End. That is insane.
Wit's End Rageblade. I told you, that is insane. You have his W that breaks the attack speed cap on top of that.
That's actually not how his W works anymore. But
oh, really?
They changed that a long time ago. Now it's just a massive range increase and max health damage.
Oh, my bad. As I said, I'm back in Season 5 of COG.
Yeah, it's they reverted him to old COG, basically. But
yes.
Either way, he's just chunking him out there, and... Like, Fruitcake makes a really, really rough mistake. He is the win condition for his team right now. He is all of their major damage. So if he dies solo like that, just trying to get a pick, like, that's really bad.
It definitely felt like he overestimated his damage. Like, if he felt that... I'm just trying to think as what Fruitcake would hear. If he could take out Garen player, then they have pretty much no damage to follow up. He could just jump around them and finish them off.
He probably wouldn't be able to kill the rest of them, but... he would have stopped their main damage, so when his team shows up and they try for a Baron, for instance, then they would be really, really strong. But because...
There's synergy again.
I think if he had Flash, he could have gone for that play, and it would have been worth a try, but
he burning it earlier.
Rummer starting up the Baron. This is a pretty unrealistic... Look at that crit. 1/3 of Jay Dizzle's health is down, and Garen player is tearing through the enemy team. Fruitcake does find a stun, but he's not able to kill adjacent very quickly. Furion actually takes 2 with him, almost solo kills, and now they are tearing through the team. Who, as the last surviving member, will slowly but surely be brought down. That right there, with the super minions pushing in bot and mid, is the end of the game. Cold plays find their fight at the Baron pit, and Rum throw the game.
Even Coldplay's having Garen play 6 slotted. Even for half that fight, he couldn't even find a target because he had to play safe. But still, he just came in at the end and started to clean up.
All he has to do is survive and get some damage out, and he is good enough. And Lord Furion played really well there. Almost solo killing 2 members with a bit of damage from Garen player. So fantastic plays out of everyone on Coldplay's this game, I think. Mick didn't have like an amazing score, but he was able to hold it down. And earlier when he got Fruitcake's flash, I thought that was actually really good. Flash for flash there, really important for them, and they managed to pick Fruitcake afterwards because of it. So fantastic for Coldplay.
It was just a cascade of bad engages and poor decisions just led to that game ending poorly for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Garen player playing fantastically this game, playing out of his mind good. So
that first kill allowing him to just start rolling forward.
Yeah, really good plays. I didn't expect Cold Plays to win as swiftly as they did. I mean, it was a bit of a back and forth, but a lot of those later fights were starting to constantly go in their favor. So very, very strong and very, very impressive game. So that is the second and final stream game. There was actually 3 tonight. Rum Filled Crusaders find themselves going 1-2 in the night. They did at least get a win over your boy Felix, but I think they're not happy with the night's progress. They lost a couple games. Congratulations, though, to FastFF and Cold Plays, and congratulations to everyone on the stream who got to witness me and Tyler casting in our inaugural, I don't know what to call it. We're getting married now, apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the stream, boys. I have been Whisper. Your boy has been... Say your name so it's not awkward.
PrelawGerm.
That's your boy PrelawGerm. We've been here. It's our first time streaming together. I hope you enjoyed this stream tonight, everybody. We had some really exciting games, so we will return in the following days of the next week for more games such as Dummy Thicks versus Rum Filled Crusaders and more. So enjoy your night, everyone.